Okay, folks. Hey, it's Monday morning about 7:10. I just arrived here at my customer in Birmingham, Alabama. It's a place called RAM Metals. I've driven past this place a couple of times in the past. There's no signage to help you know where it is. But there's a place about a half a mile down the road that I've delivered to a couple of times, and I thought that's where I was going, but I was incorrect. Yeah, there's no signage. But anyway, I'm here. This fella's already signed my paperwork and told me he'd take me to where I need to dump. I think it's somewhere under this covered area here. Should be a pretty easy dump. Remember, I've got this stuff I picked up Thursday up in Fort Smith at the Cordell mill. They called it sea scrap. Sounds like it's some sort of metal, but it looks more like some sort of rock product. Alright, so I guess I'm supposed to back into that hole right there. Oh, okay, alright. I'm supposed to back into this hole beside him and dump it. Alright, easy enough. Might have to sweep some of the debris away in there. Let me get backed up here and I'll try to give you a shot. All right, everybody. Well, I apologize I didn't get any footage of that load. But as soon as I dumped it out, the guy on the front end loader and a little, a smaller little, like a bobcat, started moving the product out of the way. And I just pulled away and did a sweep out of the trailer. Sent in my empty call, called the dispatcher, and just as I was kind of hoping, they got me going up to Mulga, Alabama. That's always an interesting load. GPS says I'm about 38 minutes from there. Getting a load of silica brick. I've filmed from there before. Some of you that have been watching my videos a long time will remember it. But that's where we're going, and it delivers to Tyler Pipe in Tyler, Texas. And I should say that I've got a request to get home by Tuesday night, or at worst I could make a delivery first thing Wednesday morning in the Little Rock or North Little Rock area, and then I want to be off. So they've kind of got a plan for me to pick up this load, deliver it in Tyler, Texas tomorrow morning, and then hopefully reload out of that Texarkana pipe and what's it called? Texarkana iron and steel, with a load going back to North Little Rock. That's what we're kind of hoping for. That'd be perfect. But we'll see what happens. So I gotta make a sharp turn to get out of here. Just giving you a look. I'm sorry I didn't get any of the product back there. But yeah, there's absolutely no signage around here to tell you that, you know, address or anything. But the guy said they take that product I delivered, which Gerdau called sea scrap, and they mix it in with other materials and make some kind of metal product. So I was thinking maybe this place was just kind of a shipping hub. You know, they receive stuff and then ship it on somewhere else. But he said they actually make something here. But like I said before, the confusing part to me was that about half a mile down the road, there's a brick manufacturing place that once I got on this road, that's where I thought I was going. But that turned out to be incorrect. Okay, so let's go up to Mulga, Alabama. Okay, folks, so we're just a couple of miles from my shipper in Mulga, Alabama. Pretty easy drive over here. I think this is Alabama 269 we're on. There's a river over here to our left. I know somebody that lives over in this area had commented before what the name of this river is, but I don't remember. And then we got some sort of a big operation here called Oakley. They got some barge activity. It's called Oakley, Alabama Port Service. Port Birmingham Terminal. Over here to the left. Now the place we're going to be picking up is called Miller something. And if you guys have watched my videos in the past, you'll remember this, but what you have to do is we're going to have to turn right off of this road and go. They utilize a scale that is not theirs, but it's across the highway. So to scale in and out, or to go check your load, you have to go across the highway here to get a scale in and a scale out weight. And that's the trick, you know, when you go get loaded, you have to come back over to the scale, check your weight, and if you're too heavy or too light, you got to go back to the loading position and then back to the scale. So that's the trick. That's the trick, you know. I've had to do that 3 times on a couple of loads. So we'll try to hit it. But the silica bricks are, you know, pretty good size, kind of a dark gray brick material that they're going to drop in from the front end loader will dump it into a hopper, and then it conveys up into the trailer and drops in. So I'll get some good footage of that. Just giving you a look of some Monday morning Alabama road footage. I think our place is going to be just up here over this bridge. Pretty country, pretty country. Yep, we're crossing the river. It doesn't have a name on the, no sign for the name of that river. Okay, so our shipper is over here to the left, but we're going to turn in to the right first. Yeah, there goes a dangerous passer. Thank you for passing on that double yellow line, sir. Didn't you take your driver's test? Some people think they're above the law. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Okay, so we're just working our way over here to the scale. And the way it works best here is if you kind of go to the left here and hook around and get on the scale, it's set up a little more driver friendly. There's never much going on over here, so I don't know. I've never had to wait for other trucks over here. It's always just been me, so. Looks like they've got the parking lot kind of cleaned up pretty good. Sometimes you come over here and it's kind of rough and muddy. All right, I'm just giving you a look at this, so you know how it works if you come here. I'm below a half a tank, so I'll probably weigh in the low 3,100 or 31,000 range, 31.2, 31.3, what I'm guessing. You can't see the weight. You just have to go talk to the lady and see what the reading is. So let me get checked in and I'll show you some later. Well, I tell you, I guess pretty close. There's what she wrote down for me, 31,320, and I said 31,3, 31,2, something like that. Funny how you learn the weight of your truck and trailer depending on how much gas you have, or diesel, I should say. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you this because this is gonna be a short week for me, as I mentioned. I'm only gonna be out here a couple of days. So I'll go ahead and try to get some footage so I can maybe make a couple of videos this week. So like I said, now that we're scaled in, we gotta go back across the road to the shipper. Hopefully they've done some grading work to their road. Usually it's pretty rough. And this is the place where they have like a little mascot dog. I call him Dirty because he's kind of a white dog, but in reality he's more of a gray and white because this place is so dirty with this silica product. The dog ends up being gray. But evidently he just lives here. So he usually comes up. I'm sure he approaches every driver. See if you got a snack for him. So this sign over here says Miller, a consolidated mill supply company. This is usually the rough part of the road here that gets washed out, as you can see. Although it doesn't look terribly bad. Sometimes it has a lot of ruts in it. And if you have to go back 3 different times to get weight, it just makes for a rougher ride. So we'll try to get a little closer today. You know, a few weeks ago I had to recalibrate my scales because I had a couple of airbags put on, you know, my truck. You know, it's probably been 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I think my weights got off after that, you know, and I recalibrated. And it seems to be pretty accurate now. All right, so I'm gonna pull past this blue and gray building here, this little trailer building, go in and check in, and then we'll be going around the warehouse here to the left to get loaded. Okay, just took 3 or 4 minutes to walk in there and get checked in. I guess I'm the only load they're expecting to get picked up today because, well, it looked like he only had paperwork for 1 pickup. I have been here before where they've got multiple trucks scheduled and you have to match up your pickup number, of course. So you can see here they've got a flatbedder getting some super sack product loaded up. But what we're going to do is just go past here. And then we're going to back up along the side of this warehouse that's straight ahead. Well, I guess he didn't see me. I didn't want to go around to the left there of the bags because it looks real muddy. Oh, flatbedders. You know, I used to do flatbed before I started at Oakley. For those of you that might be new to the channel, I started my CDL career. Oh, I see the dog behind me. I started at Maverick, did Maverick flatbedding for about 3.5 years, and then got up the courage to buy a truck and came over to Oakley. That's about 1.5 years ago. So I'm gonna pull to the left here, and then we got to back down beside this building up under the loading conveyor. Okay, I'll show you some more in a minute. Okay guys, so here goes the first front end load into the hopper. He told me I could leave my bows in, but I just need to make sure I'm positioned where the bricks are going to fall in between the bows. So he helped me pull up to where I would be in a safe spot. So you can see the silica bricks coming up the conveyor there. He dumps them in the hopper kind of slow, you know, or overload the belt. This is a noisy load. So I'll give you a look of it though. So that's how it works. As I remember, you know, we get about a dozen front end loads. To get a full load, maybe 11 to 13, because I should be able to get, you know, around 24 tons of this, 23.5 to 24 tons. So that's how it goes. And what we'll do is kind of go with his experience, and then I'll watch my scales, you know, my trailer scale and then my truck scale here. I try to go hit around 30,000 on the front and 38 on the trailer one. You don't have to do it that way. That's just kind of my norm. That'll put me in the 48,000 pound range usually of net product. So that's how it works here. There's the piles over there where he gets the product from. So that's how it works. And then here's where I back down to get under the conveyor, and then to get out of here, you know, we just got to go to the end of the building and hang a left, and then back across the road to the scale. Okay guys, let's take a look. That's about 4 dumps, and he just had me pull up about I don't know, 4 or 5 yards. So we'll be putting in the middle now, and I've been watching my gauges, and it seems like each dump, each front end load weighs about 2,000 to 2,500 pounds. So I'm going to keep that in mind, so that if I have to come back and get more, I'll kind of know what to tell him. You know, a whole scoop, half a scoop. Because you can see the ground here is not the best. You know, like right now my tires are kind of in a rut, so that's going to throw off the scale. Up a hair, those are hitting the, some of those were hitting the boat. All right folks, still getting loaded. I'm guessing we probably still have about I don't know, 5 or 6 dumps to do. But my mascot friend here, Dirty, showed up. He's happier now because I gave him a couple of leftover chicken strips. Got the wagging tail going. He's actually not that dirty today. Did you get a shower? Huh? Oh, wag that tail. Anyway, I knew I'd see him. That's why I held on to those chicken strips. Okay, so same old thing. Still getting loaded. I've moved the trailer a little bit so that it's dropping right in the middle. And I did hop in there and take out some of my bows because they were starting to bounce off the bows, you know, unless I got perfectly situated. So yeah, you can see I moved about 4 bows out of the middle area. But that's what we're doing, still getting loaded. All right, folks. So I'm on attempt to load and scale number 1. Just got loaded and I'm going across the highway to the scale to see where we're at. According to my scales, I could probably take, I don't know, you know, maybe 1,500 pounds, 2,000. It's just, you know, you can't really trust these scales on the truck and trailer that much. So let's go see. Hopefully I can just only have to come back one more time and get it right. Or it might be right now. It's just, I mean, according to my front scale, I could probably take a little more. I think the back is pretty close to where I want it. We'll see. You know, if it's close to 23.5 tons net product, we'll go with it. So like I showed you before, we got to cross the highway here, go over to the scale. We'll see how that goes. Okay, folks, so I told the loader I needed to lose about, I was about 3,000 pounds overweight. Can't believe it. I'm gonna have to recalibrate my scales because, of course, the ground is not perfectly level, so you never know. But yeah, the scale lady had me at a little over 83,000. So I told the guy I needed to lose about 3,500. He said that's about a scoop and a half. So they got a concrete pad back there where I was able to back up. You know, it's just like making a delivery. I had to back up and raise the trailer up. And then a little bit fell out. And then we decided to lift it up again and let a little more fall out. And now we think we've gotten to, of course we can't really tell just looking at it and comparing it to what a full bucket looks like, but we think we've got it a good estimate. So hopefully I'll be under 80,000 so I don't have to do that again. Here's a dry van coming in. Guess I got enough room to scoot by there. Oh yeah. Well, let's hope we hit it a little closer this time. That's the worst. That's the worst I've been off at this place. I've probably picked up here maybe 5 times. I've hit it pretty close before. The last couple of times though, I was light, went and got some more product and was okay. One time I got more product and was a few 100 pounds heavy, so I took off a little, but this time I was way heavy. So anyway, we're gonna go back over and try to scale out again. All right, guys. So I came back. Let's see, what all have I explained? I got overloaded, according to the scale lady, about 3,000, a little over 3,000 pounds. So went back, dumped a good bit off, came back and weighed, and she had me at about 76,500. This is with me in the truck, all right? So I go back and I have the guy put on one bucket load, which should be, according to him, 2,500 to 3,000 pounds. And of course he doesn't have a scale on his loader. That would be helpful. But we nailed it this time because my scale out weight was 79,200. My empty weight was 31,320, so that gives me net product load of 47,880. So that's kind of what I was shooting for. Pretty close to 24 tons. Well, you got to watch for traffic coming down this road. These cars will come barreling down the hill there. Oh, but if they live around here, they ought to be expecting trucks pulling out. Okay, so finally, we're good. So now what we're going to do is pull up here by the office I showed you on the way in. Go inside. See, the scale lady gives me a scale ticket like this. So I got to take it inside, get my bills of lading, and then send in my shipping information over the system. Climb in and put my bows back in. I got a few of them still out. Roll my tarp up, and then we'll be heading to Tyler, Texas. All right, folks, so I got my paperwork. Sent in my shipping info. Tarped up, ready to go. Let's turn around and get out of here. There goes our mascot dog there, Dirty. He just went in there laying under that little Chevy truck to get some shade. Well, here we go. So the GPS says to get from here to Tyler, Texas is about 9.5 hours. And it is 10:45 on Monday morning right now. Even if I wanted to, I don't have enough time to get there today. But the closer I get, the easier it'll be tomorrow. I got to double check when they start receiving. I think their receiving hours are like 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. Something kind of weird like that. So I should be able to get in there early and get this done. I'll call dispatch later this afternoon. See if they were able to hook me up with a home load out of Texarkana to North Little Rock like they were hoping. But for now, we got a lot of driving to do. Got to go about halfway across Alabama, part of the way across Mississippi, across Louisiana, and part of Texas. Gonna be hot wherever we are, looks like. Okay, more on down the road.